Hello and welcome to As We Descend. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. This is a strategy game where you indeed descend down into the planet and you attempt to defend against your mortal nemesis, I suppose you could call it. This has just released into early access on Steam, and indeed we did play this a little bit of time ago on the channel, and it was absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to see exactly what has changed, if anything, because it was already amazing back then. So, let's see what we have here. Charges up the empowered perk for this unit can be stacked once per squad member. Command used to play cards, and Rune used to discard a card from hand and draw a new one. That is our origin at the moment. I don't think... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. We have a number of other origins as well, as you can see here, but we don't currently have those available. So we're just going to choose this one. And what do we have going on here? Oh no, look at this. Something's going on. Something bad / good? I don't know. To perform actions in the city, drop cards into locations. And so we can do this over here. Before you stands the Lord Attendant, High Steward of Missives and Speaker for the Troika Regency. This cycle brings mixed tidings. The force field has drained and the Vault City's energy has abandoned us. The commoners whisper of end times, but know that this means Ava will fulfill the prophecy. May the machine god bring us to haven. You, the Troika Council has decided, you are granted the title of Warden of the Wall. You will retrieve the parts to restore energy to the city. Okay, I am ready to go. Find a reactor rod to alleviate the crisis. Take your forces and the expedition party, bring them to the rally point to depart, and find the reactor part. I also bequeath these envoys to you. After you repower the city using the rod, make use of them to compel citizens to your cause. Okay, we can collect all and leave. So, locations work differently depending on the type of card used. Certain cards can only be dropped into certain locations. City cards don't cost anything to play. Your Expedition Force and Envoy cards will return to you after each cycle. Alright, so we can now send the Envoy to speak to people, and we can spend the Expedition Force to scavenge resources outside the city, sent into ruins and caves to gather resources. Okay, I see. So let's play the two envoys then. Where do we want to go? Well, we want to repair the force field generator using the reactor rod, and we can go to the rally point immediately, or we can send an envoy to investigate the dark alleyway, and we can even spin it around, as you can see right here. Very cool. Very cool that you can spin it all the way around. Okay, so I think we'll probably send an envoy over here to investigate the dark alley. With nary a light save the embers glow, your envoy gets stuck in a side alley. This cloying darkness would surely be dispelled should you restore power to the city. Given their predicament, they might as well scrounge something up. A light glimmers to the left, and a noise catches their attention to the right. Okay, so we can seek the light, and we gain favor, gained by helping those in the city, and kept between battles, used to play special combat actions. Or we can follow the noise, and we can get some copper. I think we'll seek the light. An elder leads a prayer in the dark. Your ally lends their faith. And there we go, we did that. Okay, fantastic. So we can now go to the rally point if we want to. City must be repowered first, as you can see. So we are going to go here. The scavengers take out a map with pins of nearby objectives. They trust you to choose a destination. They'll need you to protect them from hazards outside the safety of the walls. Remember, the Lord Attendant said to retrieve the reactor rod. Okay, so we're going to accept some favor here, and then we're going to be continuing on. So there is the reactor rod. We could also go for the amplifier module, but we're going to go for the reactor rod first, because that seems to be the thing that we need to do. And I've got to say, I absolutely love the graphics in this game. I think the aesthetic is so incredibly charming and polished, and oh, it's just so good. Anyway, enemies will scale quickly in power as battle wears on. Okay, and yeah, they're going to get increased attack power and so on. Okay, so we have our forces here, our vanguard, and we're going to be deploying them. And now we can do a variety of attacks, as you can see here. Okay, I actually have no idea how to play. It's been a while since I've played this, so let's actually have a see here. So we can do damage, deal damage and inflict stagger, apply barrier. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, actually, empower uses favor. Do I really want to do that? Maybe? There we go. You've just empowered one of your units. Its unique perk is charged up for the rest of the battle. Each unit has its own empower perk. Activate different perks to turn the battle in your favor. Okay, so in other words, we can now inflict massive amounts of stagger, which is actually pretty good. So let's attack this. And then we can do this. Nice. Good bit of damage right there. Good bit of damage. And now we can end the turn. We can hold E to do that. And the Vanguard auto attack. This unit requires the guard zone to use their auto attack. Use a reposition to switch from support zone to guard zone. You can see enemy intents, allowing you to plan around their actions. When you end the turn, the enemy will perform its intended action. This enemy intends to do a standard attack, which can reach your units even in the support zone. You can barrier to absorb expected damage. You can also stagger enemies for a chance to interrupt them before they attack. That's what I was attempting to do beforehand. So if we move these guys over there, they can now auto-attack. And we are going to be using light barrier. There we go. Very nice. And now we can use this. Gonna stagger that one, and he's now stunned. You can target its weak points for critical damage. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any additional things that I can do here, so we're gonna just block all of the damage from this one, which is nice. And now, oh yeah, now things are getting dicey right here. Okay, so we have staggered that one. I'm going to need to do damage. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit problematic, isn't it? Okay, let's do damage to this one. We did a little bit there. We can do another barrier. It's going to block for us. This enemy is no longer staggered. For the next turn, it will be harder to stagger it. Aha, well, that's okay, because he's almost dead, so we don't need to really worry about him too much, do we? So let's do shield slam. Let's do shield slam, yeah. Boom. He's instantly dead. Fantastic. So now we don't need to worry about him. This guy is going to buff himself by the looks of things. So that means that we should just try to stagger him now. Try to stagger him as much as possible. Yeah, he's getting an attack bonus. That's a little bit problematic. Yeah. So now he's doing 11 damage instead of 8. That's not very good for us, that's for sure. I could empower ourselves if we want to. It can be stacked. I'm not sure if we can do it again. That's the question. I think we can. Yes, we can do it again. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess we will try to... We could stagger him technically. There we go. He's staggered. So now we have basically stunned him. And now we can do this again. Nice. Good critical. Good critical. And there's basically nothing else I can do here. And then we can just finish him off with a nice little shield slam there. Yeah, extremely strategic and a very, very satisfying combat, as you can tell. You get a new set of scavengers for each expedition. Okay, so here we go. Now, I actually have no idea what this means. What does this mean right here? I have no clue. Where are we right now? We're up here, right? Yeah, we're up here. So we should go over there then, because we want to get that. There we go. Okay, we got it. Select resource sites. Spending that to retrieve resources. Okay, so warning hazardous. Hazardous nodes have a much lower chance of success. If you fail the check, the item is lost. Okay. Let's do it. What do we get? What is that? Draft lantern card? What is this? Apply 6 barrier and Gift of Light 1. Apply 10 barrier, but also apply Exerted. Deal 12 damage and inflict 12 stagger, but that does require favor, which is pretty hefty, but I can imagine this would be extremely powerful against a boss of some sort. That might be really, really good. Yeah, you know what? Let's get it. And now we only have a 67% chance to get this. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, we did it. Wow, we did it. Look at that. That's pretty crazy. Okay, and we're going to be getting a combat card here. So this allows us to do something else with our Vanguard. Apply fleeting armor. Fleeting armor is increased armor. Okay, to all friendlies, actually. To all friendlies. That's pretty cool. I think... Whoa, counter hit sounds insane. Look at that. Deal 4 damage if the enemy attempts to attack. It also inflicts 16 stagger. That's actually insane. We're going to be taking that immediately. That is way too good to say no, right? Okay, yeah. So we are now going to leave. There we have it. Okay, now we're back at the city, and now we can place one of these reactor rods in here. It is as foretold. The Warden brings the Radiant Hope back to the city. The workers will immediately restore critical power. This will give you access to the Market Plaza, along with adding a meager force field to our defenses. It would be wise to find more. Yet, you mentioned trouble outside the walls? Insectile horrors lurk beyond. He raises an eyebrow. Just some filthy mortars? In case you run into anything bigger, we're sending you these imbued crossbows. A small squad of crossbow troopers file in. And be careful with them. It's the last of our spare Mythion reserves. If you're expecting further reinforcements, you'll need to furnish the Mythion yourself. Okay, why the need for special equipment to field more units? No, we're not going to say anything like that. We're just going to draft a new unit. Okay, so we can get an Arbalist here, and they all have different abilities, as you can see right here. They all have, you know, all kinds of things. What is Easy Trigger? Gain Flurry. Multi-attack gains extra hits. No. Deal 10 critical damage. Precision Shot sounds pretty fun. What is Firebolts? Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Deal 7 damage and apply fixation. I think that's pretty cool. Whenever an enemy with fixation is hit this turn, apply burning 1. That sounds really, really good. So we're going to be taking this guy. There we go. Sounds fun. Because then we can auto-attack with our vanguards, and that can actually make a really, really big difference. So, yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Or at least I think it will probably make a bit of a difference. So we can go to the Market Plaza now, or we can go to the Market Shop. I think we will go to the Market Plaza. The mycologist hurriedly zips through the market. She spots your ally and hands over a damp packet. What is this? Charisma? Yes, Charisma 10. Ask her about the strange packet, learn the location of the farm if you pass. Or we can accept a clarity potion. I'm gonna do risky. I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna do this because I'm always really, really excited to do kinds of, these kinds of skill checks. So I'm gonna do that. Whoa, we did it. Wow, that's actually crazy. Take these to the farmer, please. I need these grown in the perfect conditions. He'll know what to do. Quickly now, no dawdling around. She zips off. Collect all. Alright, so now we can go over to the farm. Where is the farm, actually? Is it around here somewhere? There's the farm. Okay, so can I go there right now, or no? I don't have an envoy or anything like that, so we're gonna just have to go onto an expedition straight up. Okay, so where do we go now? Ancient manuscript or amplifier module? What is an ancient manuscript? I'll go to the amplifier module this time. Aha, what is this? Will hit random unit in support zone. Always misses if no units in zone. Cowardly creatures with a penchant or a penchant for lobbing blistering rot. Okay, so let's see here. We can only play one character. And who are we up against? Are we only up against that one enemy? Because if that's the case, I think the Vanguard is probably going to be the way to go. No, we're against two. We're against two of them. Okay, so we're going to reposition almost instantaneously. I can't reposition? Are you serious? Okay, well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, I guess I can do some damage at least. So that's what we'll do. What is Alacrity? No, I'm not going to use that. We're just going to do this. Apply some stagger there. There we go. That one's staggered, so it's not going to get any buffs, thankfully. Unfortunate that we didn't get any reposition thing. There we go. Watch out. Certain attacks, like the guard break attack, I thought it said ground break for a second there, and lob attack will always miss when you have no units in that zone. Okay, so we are obviously going to reposition. There we go. And now we can do auto attacks, which is very, very nice. So basically what we could do is we could also do counter hit, which would be hilarious. But I don't know whether we want to do that. That's the funny thing. Doing that is maybe not the best idea. We could technically kill this maybe, or we could do this. I mean, look, we staggered that instantaneously, which I feel is pretty fun. So, you know what? I'm just going to leave it like that. I think we should be okay here. Yeah. I think we're going to be okay here. Because this one's dead now. And now this one has recovered. I'm not going to use favor here, I don't think. I don't think these guys really have that much for us to be super worried about, or at least that seems to be the case right now. What is dizzy, by the way? What does that do? Ah, it receives 1.5 times the stagger. Okay, well, we could try it. Yeah, it's probably not going to work. No, it's not going to work, but that's okay. I don't really mind taking a little bit of damage here. Could have used a little barrier. Maybe that would have made more sense. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter too much. There we go. Staggered instantaneously. Not really something I care about that much because we are going to be killing it. Oh yes. And there we go. It is now dead. Very nice. Okay, so now we can get some more resources. So these can be safely looted. There we are. And we're going to get that. Okay, draft a lantern combat card. Okay, the question is, what do we want? Lantern gains an 8 attack power auto action. What? For 2 turns? What does that mean? What does that mean? That sounds pretty cool. Let's take that. I have no idea what it means, but that sounds cool. All right, let's get this, I guess. Yeah, let's get that. What is this? Favor. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not really that useful for me. I mean, I guess it's okay. You know, it's always fine. And we can also do this. That's a 50%. That failed, I think. Oh no. Well, they died. The scavengers died. Well, that's not very good, is it? No, that's not very good. Okay, so at least we are now back. Now we can go to the next cycle here if we want to, or yeah, next cycle. Cycle 1 ends. There we go. And we're going to be getting some additional things, are we? Maybe? Your units have been healed by Innkeeper's Blessing at the beginning of this cycle. Make sure to stop by for a drink. Give your men some additional rest, she says. And we can go here as well. Your old mentor is hammering away at a red-hot copper plate. Looks like you've seen better days. That council truly has some wild ideas, he laughs. Still, I knew I taught you well enough that you'd survive. Come over by the hearth. Time to learn and draft a new combat card for your units. Okay, so we can now apply Burning 5 if we want to do that, which I think sounds fantastic. We could also go for Cleave. Cleave sounds really, really strong too. I think Cleave. Cleave sounds great, actually. So we're going to be going for that. What is... yeah, that's the rally point. Innkeeper. Yeah, that's fine. Could go to Market Shop. Anywhere else we can go? Reliquary. Research Lost Technology. Okay, let's go. Can I not go there? Oh, okay. Apparently I can't go there. Yeah, we should go to the farm, actually. We should go to the farm because we need to give that thing to the person. You want to help farm? Sure, we've got grubs and fungus out here, so make yourself useful. Or actually, get yourself comfortable and put your work boots on. Okay, so we don't have enough strength to be able to do that. So we will just farm mushrooms and acquire dream fruit. I have no idea what that does. Till the farm. Did I wait a minute. Did I fail that other thing? Did I fail that other thing? I have no idea now, actually. Okay, so where else can I go? We can go over here. Yeah, I think we'll go to the innkeeper. The Tasty Grub is a filthy establishment filled with raucous celebration and carefree revelry. This would be a good place to encounter people of interest. Okay, so we can talk to locals, gain some favor. I don't need favor. We can pay this to restore 15 health to all units, and that's it. No, so we don't even need to do that. Locations go on cooldown after certain event choices. Cooldowns count down when you end the cycle. Okay, well that's good to know. Unfortunate for me that none of those actually helped me that much. There's a bustle at the rally point. The scavengers have halted. Something is emerging from the corruption. We dare not provoke it. Prepare and shore up defenses around the city instead of venturing outside. The city folk speak of shapes that stir within the miasma. Take caution. Okay, and we're getting a thing to prepare the defenses. You just got an item card. Trade this item in the city for rewards. Okay. This one? With the ominous encroaching miasma on the horizon, your mentor offers to help prepare. Need a last-minute lesson? Okay, so we can get a special lesson. And we can select a unit. Focused training. Okay, on the Arbalist? I'm not sure if I agree on this one, but sure. Okay, fine, we can do it. Let's see. I think Wild Volley could be kind of cool. What is critical aim? This has ×2 attack power against weak points. That could be fantastic when staggering them, potentially. Target combo. That sounds really good, actually. Let's take target combo. Alright. That sounds pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, here we go. Pay the... Oh my. This guy's got 88 damage. I mean, 88 HP even. Enemies can spawn additional minions. He is a spawner. And he will always hit our lantern. Well, that's not very nice of him. Okay, the Vanguard's going to go there. Okay, so. This is a problem. Let's reposition. There we go. Nice. Now we got auto attacks happening every single turn. This guy, I don't know what he's doing. He's just doing a special action, so me using counter hit isn't actually going to do anything right now. However, that doesn't really matter too much. We can empower both of these. Empower the Arbalist to increase the number of hits for its auto attack. Oh, that sounds good. Let's do that. Empowered Flurry. Let's use this. We can use Quick Shot. And we're actually not going to use counter hit. Should I? I mean, it's 0. I mean, it's 0. I should probably just use it, shouldn't I? I mean, it doesn't really do anything because obviously... Okay, what is this guy going to do? Ah, he's just going to summon things. Okay, and then now he's going to attack. I'm going to assume now he's going to attack, which would be pretty bad. This enemy intends to attack your lantern directly, ignoring all units. Okay, so in other words, we should really try, if we can, to stun him. But unfortunately, that is probably not going to work. Can I actually apply the barrier on him? Yes, I can. I can literally do that. That's very cool. Okay, so we now have an auto attack for this guy as well, which is pretty nice. And I think we will just try to apply stagger, I guess. Yep, there we go. He's staggered. Fantastic. That was absolutely wonderful. Okay, and now he has a barrier because the ads that he summoned apparently gave him a barrier. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we don't have to really worry about that at all because now we have cleave. Boom. That was some nice damage right there. That was really, really good, actually, surprisingly enough. And we will, I think I will just do this and just kill that thing off straight away. And then we'll just go to the next turn. I think we're probably going to be okay if I can just continue to do damage to this guy. He's going to summon some more adds now, you see. He's going to summon more adds, which is absolutely fine. Because we can just literally... We could use Beam Strike if we wanted to. But I don't think we really need to do that. So I'm just going to use Target Combo. There we go. And then I'll use Smite. We could use Beam Strike. Do we want to use Beam Strike? Nah. I'm not going to. I'm going to be greedy, okay? I'm being a bit too greedy here, all things considered. I'm being very greedy. But I think we should be okay as long as my archers attack that guy. Yep, they did. Okay, that's fantastic. Ah, what is this? Watch out. Certain attacks like the guard break attack and lob attack will always miss when you have no units in that zone. Okay, so he's obviously going to be attacking the front here. Okay, so that doesn't really matter because we can actually kill him pretty easily now. So we are going to just do this. And there's fixation, so he's going to die in just a second. And we're also going to now be applying this. There we go, that guy's staggered. And we don't need to worry about anything here. Oh. Oh, they attack... Oh, wait a minute. They attack first. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know that they actually attacked first, but that's okay, because we didn't take any damage for our lantern whatsoever. Our units did take some damage, so... Yeah, I probably should have moved them, shouldn't I? Anyway. The walls hold, for now. It's grim work, but the scavengers cut away useful parts from the carcasses as best they can. Alright. And so we can now go over here. Lantern Researcher, with the sudden influx of new artifacts into the city, there is a reignited spark of curiosity among the guild. Yet these recent discoveries have also brought a renewed sense of danger. We seek the Warden's advice to guide the Guild's election of a new provost. What do you make of the new findings? Well, I actually don't know. You acquire an investigator, or you acquire a brute. Brute. There we go. A junior member of the Guild speaks up. This warden will lead us through bold and daring times. Let us share their unyielding spirit. The guild hall erupts into wholehearted debate. The guild subdivision has sent a new ally to aid your cause. Alright, so we have the brute now, and we can now go and speak to our mentor. The veteran Forge Master would be willing to help train your troops for the new threat. Draft a new combat card. Okay, so we can apply burning once again. We could do rapid release, which might be kind of cool. 4 damage times 2, that's 8 damage total. And not sure if I really like that much. I think I will be going for Firebomb. Sounds pretty fun to me. Okay, Artifact Fragment. Give this item to people in the city in exchange for rewards. Ah, that guy over there. The Reliquary. Thank you for retrieving this precious relic. You have but one half needed to piece together a powerful technology. If you find another, it would be most pleasing if you would bring them to me. Collect all and leave. Alright, yeah, that's absolutely fine with me. Thank you very much. And what is this? Aha! So, the rabble was correct. Monstrosities lay at the heart of the storm. We must be vigilant with the threat so close to the city. The council requests that you take further action to safeguard the outside. Okay, draft a new rare unit. Let's do it. Ooh, okay, we're getting some pretty cool people now. Alright, so what do we want? The question is... Empower the knight to increase its attack power based on armor. Empower the Zealot to cause all attacks against enemies with fixation to apply Rupture 1. And empower the Bombardier to cause its auto attack to deal splash damage equal to 50%. Okay. What is recoilless? Ignore the effects of exerted. Wow, that's actually kind of insane. Okay, I think I will probably be going for the Knight. That sounds fun. I think the knight sounds fun with a massive two-handed sword. I think that sounds really cool. Alright, so we now have the brute available, and I would like to go to the farm with him. if that's possible. I think we might be able to. Right? No? Can't? Okay, can't do that. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, where else can we go then? We can go here. That's all we can? That's all we can go? Yeah, that is all we can do. Okay, let's go to the innkeeper then. And we can resupply, technically. So let's restore 15 health to all units. Because some of our people were a little bit damaged, if you recall. I'm actually not entirely sure if they were still damaged, so I might have just wasted that. But, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so we can't go anywhere else, so we will go and do a little bit of an expedition. Here's another reactor rod. Yes, we will do this one. Another reactor rod is very, very useful. Armor shred. Reduced armor. Negative armor increases damage taken. On death, vermin afflicts you with gunk. Okay, well, that's not very nice. Okay, so... let's see. Leave this slot empty to gain bonus scavengers. Do I care about that? I don't know. We could go for the knight. Is the knight going to be able to do anything here versus these guys, or should I use the arbalist instead? I think I'll use the arbalist. The question is, they're going to attack everywhere? They're going to attack everywhere. Uh-huh, okay. Let's see here. Right. We might have some issues. Let's use Empower. Use Burn. Kindle. Let's use Beam Strike on this one. Here we go. Staggered instantaneously. Okay, standard attacks can reach your units even in the support zone. Yeah, I mean, I did understand that right now, unfortunately. This enemy is now guarding because it's in the guard zone. Units with standard attacks must hit guarding enemies first. Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't really need to worry about that too much. Should be completely fine. So we are just going to do this. Light barrier. Then we'll use quick shot. Should be fine, right? Armor shred. That's okay. Nice, that one is now staggered. That's wonderful. And now we can literally just do whatever we want, to be honest. We're not really going to have too many problems with this. Can I use quick shot on this one now? Yep. And we could even do firebolts if we wanted to. Yep, it's dead. And we could do that, but I don't think so. Okay, Shrouded Recovery. Oh, wow. It seems like it's gaining... it gained a buff of some kind, like a... well, some armor. That doesn't really matter too much, though. Okay, the question is, can we kill it? Yes, we can. There you go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Not too bad. We barely took any damage as well, and we only used one unit. So we gained additional scavengers, and we now also gained a reactor rod. Okay, so the question is, where do we want to go now? It's likely to contain a Mythion grade item. Mythion grade? That sounds insane. What is that? I have no idea what that is, but yeah, I'm perfectly happy. You're about to skip rewards. You still have this to use if they're wasted if you leave now. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll use them, but yeah, 17% chance. Oh, we actually made it? Oh, I'm very surprised. A 17% chance. I wasn't really very... I wasn't very confident that that was going to work, but okay, apparently it did. Anyway, we should probably... Yes. We will use Umbral Wisp. That sounds fantastic, actually. Umbral Wisp sounds extremely, extremely powerful. Okay, so let's place this here. Most excellent. The council will be pleased. Let's restore some more of the force field. The force field is slowly pieced back together, staving off the miasma and beast alike. And we also have the steel monster bone. Where do we take this? To the mentor? Seems like it, right? Yeah, seems like that's the only place I can go with it. This massive monster bone has more than enough calcium and iron to improve the quality of the metals from the forge. Your old mentor will happily take this and grant a unit a new perk. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so let's have a look. So they each have new things now, as you can see right here. So we can select one. What is this? Blindside. Whenever this switches to the support zone, its next attack applies feeble. Okay. The Knight. Whenever you apply fixation to an enemy, this unit immediately triggers an extra auto action. That's pretty good. And the Knight. Oh, actually, the Knight gains 2 different perks. Oh, okay. Ignores the first time. This would switch zones each turn. Gains fleeting attack 8. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that one. I have no idea whether that's any good, but it sounds fun, right? Sounds fun. I think it sounds fun at least. Okay, so we still can't really go anywhere, so I will just go on another expedition. And where do we go? Where do we go? What's this? Artifact fragment. That is a hard battle, as you can see right there. The question is, do we feel up for a hard battle? I think so. Let's do it. I don't care if I die. I'm just looking to have some fun. Let's see. Okay. Whoa, this guy has heavy plating. Receives only 0.5 stagger from ranged attacks. Enemies will put affliction cards into your battle deck to impede you. Okay, so we are definitely going to be playing with the Knight. And from ranged attacks. Huh. That means we should probably play with the Vanguard too. And we'll just use 2. I think that sounds pretty good, right? Okay, so let's have a look. Well, this is pretty easy. What we're gonna do is let's see. Empower the Knight. Yeah, we're gonna empower the Knight. And then we can use intercept if we want to. And I think we will do that, probably. That sounds pretty fun. So the question is, what do we want to kill? The Debaser or the Vermin? I think we want to kill the Debaser first. Okay, that did not get staggered, unfortunately. Okay. I was kind of hoping that it would get staggered from that one attack, but unfortunately it did not. It was missing a very small amount. Okay, now let's see here. Is it guarding me? Is it guarding right now, this thing? No, it doesn't seem like it. It gains attack. Oh dear. Okay, fleeting armor. Cleave. That's not really going to help us that much. We can do this, I guess. We should do this one. I guess we should just do cleave, just because. Your attack damage was reduced by this enemy's armor. You still dealt full stagger. Okay. I thought the stagger was reduced on that one. Okay, now we can start repositioning. So we're going to start moving over here. Can we not do that? Apparently not. For some reason. I'm not sure why we weren't able to do that. Okay. Am I stupid? Yes, maybe. Okay, we're just going to be doing that. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to do this. Heavy metal. No, see, this guy actually cannot move. Funnily enough. There we go, that one's staggered at least. Okay, we're gonna have some huge issues with this. I am misplaying this battle 100%, by the way. I don't know whether you could tell, but yes. Heavy slice, sounds good. Nice. Whoa, yeah, that's some big damage right there. That's nice, that's what we like to see. Okay, so let's do this. Powered stagger. Armored advance. Yeah, no, he cannot move. That's the funny thing. He cannot move at all. Ignores the first time this would switch zones. Ah, now he can... Oh, okay. It ignores the first time he can switch zones, but after that, then he can attack. Okay, I did not realize that. Okay, this is actually insane now, if you think about it, because he's literally got so much damage. Ah, okay, I see. So, yeah, we're gonna have some issues with this guy. Gonna have to use this on him. Use some armor there. Okay, that one healed it, which obviously is pretty bad. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. This is actually okay. Dead. Perfect. And the question is, can we stagger this? Yeah, I think we can. Or not. Ha. Well, that might be a bit of a problem. All friendlies take 2 damage. Try to recycle to avoid these negative effects. Recycle? What is recycle? Ah, this thing down here. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that that was a thing. Alright, well, that's obviously useful. Okay, well that's perfectly fine. So we can basically just kill this off really, really easily now. And then we can just play this over there. Yeah, that unit is dead. That unit is out of here, unfortunately. Just 1 turn. Yeah, it's because I misplayed. I misplayed earlier in the battle, but that's okay because now we have some really crazy stuff. Safely looted. A super grub. Someone could become much stronger with this. And then we have an artifact fragment as well. And what else do we have here? Okay, so I'm looking for a oh, that's a Mythion grade item there. Mythion grade item there. Basic item, basic item. Okay, let's go with this. Ancient data log. Okay, thank you. I will take that, and I will take this one. Some cash. Well, that didn't really help us that much, did it? Alright, so we got the super grub here, so we can go to our mentor, or we could go to this one. That's actually... Can we meet them? Or... No, we can't. We can only meet them when we take this thing to them. Ah, okay, I see. This is Ava. The cryptic data log is placed at an altar of Ava. Before leaving, you can do these things. What do we want to do? After reaching the next depth, permanently gain +1 max runes. Increase your starting runes, which can be spent to discard cards and draw new ones. Draft a miracle card, a potent single-use blessing from Ava. When drawn, immediately draw an extra card. We'll go for the wisdom one. The customary sign of the falling celestial star. The descent has begun, the path is clear, the city will be undeterred. And then we can play the super grub. A grub has a multitude of medicinal uses. Its guts can be utilized for infusion. It can leach toxins, or it can even form symbiosis to give life to a fallen warrior. Restore a unit to maximum health, or instantly revive a dead unit, bringing it back with 75% health. And we are going to revive our Vanguard. There you go. A super grub. There you go. We did a hard fight, and that's what we got for it. Pretty cool, in my opinion. Okay, so no locations are available for this, and indeed we are going to go to the next cycle. This will discard all cards. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, let's not do that then. Let's go to the market shop. Okay, let's have a look. What do we have? Favor. I can buy some favor. That might be an idea. What else do we have here? Restore 8 health to any unit. What is this? Potent single blessing. Not sure. Draft new tech. No. Upgrade lantern. To upgrade lantern? To upgrade it to its enhanced form? That sounds pretty fun. Okay, let's do that. And look at this. We can now... Oh, yeah. All right. Hello. This is pretty cool. yeah, these are really, really nice, actually. So, we're going to be going for Kindle the Lamp, I think. Upgrade that thing. Let's get this. Let's get some favor. And then we'll leave. And we'll go to the next cycle. There we go. Alright, so... so far, I think things are looking pretty decent. I don't think they're looking too bad. And yeah, we're actually going to end this episode off here. If you'd like to check out As We Descend, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.